Hey everybody, welcome back to another Skyline project. This one's going to be a little different. It's a fireplace makeover, but it's of a different variety. So a lot of people know us for what we call cut and guts, where they've got an outdated fireplace, maybe 20, 30 years old, much like what you just saw, where it's got the outdated louvers up top and on the bottom, also known as a circulating firebox. They're designed so you can put a blower in them and help circulate the heat out. But it's in a masonry fireplace where we can't cut around it to get the old box out. And these are mounted to wood framing back behind, so the brick is just kind of a fake facade. It's actually a wood frame chase, and it's brick on the outside too, so it would make you think that it's a masonry fireplace when it actually isn't. So it would take extensive demo to get that old box out, the old venting out, and replace it with a new one. So luckily for us, we do a lot with Stoll Industries, and they are absolutely amazing. So we have these things called ZZC reface, which is zero clearance reface. So the reface is for zero clearance fireplaces, and they also make them for direct vent fireplaces. And what that does is it gives us the ability to basically change the skin of the fireplace. So you'll see that that's what we do in this video here. Right now I'm pulling the old birch logs out. They're actually not old. These were the first logs that he went with, and I kind of warned him against going with birch. R.H. Peterson's great logs, what we call them Sootmaster 4000s, because they do soot up. You've got the option to control how much soot that builds up on them by adjusting the logs differently in the flame. But once he saw how sooty they would get, he wanted to upgrade immediately. So we went to the Charred American Oak series, which is my favorite R.H. Peterson log. So right now I'm just changing that out. We had already converted this wood-burning fireplace to gas. We performed a chimney sweep and a chimney inspection on it. Anytime you change fuel type, it is recommended and required, actually, that you do a full inspection on it. So we did that and ran a gas line in it. They had a gas company come set the tank. So right now we're just doing a little house cleaning on it, changing the logs out, adjusting the ember bed. And so painted the inside of it. It had a lot of old charred soot on the back and the side, so just a very dated fireplace when we got there to look at it, as you can tell from the original pictures. So we're just adding a little finesse and beautifications to it. I went ahead and took the liberty of just adding some extra rock wool to it. Right now I'm just prepping the fireplace for the screen, or for the new facade. Took the top louver out, bottom louver out. Took both chain pull curtains out. As you can see what I'm doing now from a different angle. Just basically gutting the fireplace on the face so the new skin sits flush against it. Still kind of new at holding the GoPro on my forehead. I've got this funky little gadget that keeps it up there and makes me look like a Teletubby, so I'm still trying to figure out the right angles on it to make sure I get the good shots. So I'm a little off on some of these shots, but I will get better, I promise. One thing I'll give Stoll Industries, well, I give them a lot of things. I love being partnered with them. They are absolutely fantastic, and we sell a lot of their products, from their non-combustible walls to their custom doors, and then these reface kits, which are absolutely fantastic. It's kind of a game changer for what we do, because it allows us to upgrade the fireplace, make it look modern, and save the customers a ton of money. But as I was saying, they're really good at packaging, and you'll see when I open this thing up that they spare no expense on making sure that once they make the product, which is per your specs, so we go on the first visit to get all the pertinent measurements that we need to be able to give them, and then they design the door based on those measurements, and they tell you exactly which measurement to get, where to measure, how to measure. I mean, it makes it so simple. But they do a fantastic job of packaging these products to make sure there's no damage to them when they get there. And I'm a stickler for cleanliness, so I'm always going to put my drop cloth down first thing, and I try to vacuum and clean as I go along, just so I'm not tracking a mess anywhere. And typically I'll have booties on, but here I think the cleaner was coming that day, and there was no worries on the customer's part for that. Right now I'm just unboxing the reface, checking everything over, make sure hinges are aligned good. They come shipped with a temporary hinge. You have to unscrew those, which is what I'm doing now. And then once we put the door in, we'll replace them with the hinge pins. But really with anything, you just always unpackage it and make sure that it's good to go. No scratches, no broken glass, no blemishes. Last thing we want to do is, these things are premium products, and you don't want to install one that's got damage on it. You want to nip it in the bud right away and send it back if you have to. But we've never had to. Like I said, Stoll's fantastic with their packaging, as you can see.
Burn it up, burn it up,
These magnets, we've got a lot of use or a lot of experience with them putting on the zero clearance walls. They are by far the strongest magnets I have ever worked with, and what'll happen is the magnets will get either caught between the two, your skin and your fingers will get caught between them. So I've learned to wear gloves while I'm trying to put these magnets on, because I swear they're just the strongest magnets I've ever had, and pinch your skin so bad. So right now I'm just lining the door up. I hadn't really checked any measurements. We've done so many of them that we pretty much know that as long as we continue to know how to measure, everything's going to go good. But I mean, just snaps right into place, and just like that, we've upgraded this fireplace 30 years to a brand new fireplace. You don't have to get it with the louvers up top. This one's got a blower in the bottom, so we wanted to leave the louvers. But if it didn't have a blower and they wanted to have solid bottoms and solid tops, that's definitely an option. You've got so many choices. You can do bifold doors, cabinet style doors. I love the cabinet style. You can get it with a curtain screen or again a cabinet style screen. This customer opted for no screen at all, which is a great look as well. Louvers, you can choose, it's 12 different colors, it's 12 different textures that you can get on these. You can get tinted glass, clear glass, your hinges, you've got control over, your handles, you've got control over. So there's when I say these things are custom, they are absolutely custom, and you can make them look any way you want through the options that are available. So when we do design consultations, we go over that with everybody. And then obviously in our showroom, we've got a Stoll Industries design center where you can come in and literally pick everything out, and you know exactly what you're getting. So obviously I've had this video on a fast forward just to skip through all the mundane stuff, but this job here took about an hour and a half between changing the logs out. But typically if we were just gonna do a reface, you're looking at about maybe 20 minutes of fireplace prep. We always like to vacuum up, clean up underneath. Depending on how old the fireplace is, sometimes some of those parts are a little cantankerous to get off, so we've got to work with them and do a little jostling around. But It's a matter of getting all the old parts that are removable off to make sure that the new face sits perfectly flat on there. And there you go. As you can see, it's a completely upgraded and modernized fireplace front now. Just do a quick little polishing on it, clean the glass and clean the fingerprints off of the skin, but it gives you an option to change the look of your fireplace dramatically. Put a new set of gas logs in and a new face on it, and you've upgraded your fireplace by 20 to 30 years to something more modern that will last you another 20 years. And the beautiful thing about this is, if you decide that you don't like this anymore, you can change it out as many times as you want. So if you're in the Roanoke area and you guys decide you want to have us come out and take a look at doing a remodel, by all means, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to come out and take a look for you. As always, we appreciate you watching. Comment below what you think if anybody ever sees this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you, everybody.